Ladies and gentlemen, we know Trump is full of hypocrisy. We know that you really can't believe nothing that comes out of this man's mouth. Now, I want you to meet the undocumented workers that worked for Donald Trump without papers. This came out in the New York Times, and let's go over this article, ladies and gentlemen. Making Trump's bed, a housekeeper without papers, and there are more. At the president's New Jersey golf course, an undocumented immigrant has worked as a maid since 2013. She said she never imagined she would see such important people close up. Her name is Victoriana Morales, and she's in Bound Brook. Guatemalan, illegal, entered the United States in 1999, and she worked for Trump, undocumented. During more than 5 years as a housekeeper at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, Victoriana Morales has made Donald J. Trump's bed, cleaned his toilet, and dusted his crystal golf trophies. When he visited as president, she was directed to wear a pin in the shape of an American flag adorned with a Secret Service logo. Because of the outstanding support she has provided during Trump's visit, Ms. Morales in July was given a certificate from the White House Communication Agency inscribed with her name. Quite an achievement for an undocumented immigrant housekeeper. Ms. Morales' journey from cultivating corn in rural Guatemala to fluffing pillows at an exclusive golf resort took her from southwest border, where she said she crossed illegally in 1999, to the horse country of New Jersey, where she was hired at Trump's property in 2013 with documents she said were phony. Ladies and gentlemen, don't believe the hype that Trump don't want these illegal here. See, it's the elite and the wealthy that hires these people. They want them here. You know, he's got to put on a show for his brainless supporters. If this man hired an illegal, he's not against them. He's only saying what he does say because his supporters want to hear this stuff. Oh, build a wall, build a wall. See, they want to hear that fake out mess. But at the end of the day, this man is hiring illegals, undocumented workers, and he's going against everything that he stood in front of the American people and said. She said she was not the only worker at the club who was in the country illegally. Sandra Diaz, 46, a native of Costa Rica, who is now a legal resident of the United States, said she too was undocumented when she worked at Bedminster between 2010 and 2013. So these two women were working at Trump's golf resort in New Jersey. Two women said they worked for years as part of a group of housekeeping, maintenance, and landscaping employees at the golf resort. So it included a number of undocumented workers, though they could not say precisely how. Trust me, there are many. There are many. And you might want to check out his resort in Florida. There's some there too. They don't just hire in one location and not the other. Every single location Trump got, he got undocumented workers. You can bet your last dollar on it. Okay. Okay, there is no evidence that Trump or his Trump organization executive knew of their immigration status. Yes, they did. Don't believe that, y'all. Yes, they did. Trump knew these people were undocumented. He knew it. He knew it. But at least two supervisors at the club were aware of it. If the supervisors are aware of it, so is Donald Trump, y'all. Don't believe the hype. The women said and took steps to help workers evade detection and keep their jobs. There are many people without papers, said Diaz, who said she witnessed several people being hired whom she knew to be undocumented. Mr. Trump has made border security and fighting to protect jobs for Americans a cornerstone of his presidency. No, that is just for his stupid, mindless, brainless supporters that are going to support him and everything. And you can best believe after they hear this story, ladies and gentlemen, they are still supporting him. Okay. From the border wall, he has pledged to build to the workplace raids and payroll audits that his administration has carried out. Well, did you raid your own golf resort? Did you raid that yet? During the presidential campaign, when Trump International Hotel opened for business in Washington, Trump boasted that he had used an electronic verification system, E-Verify, to ensure that only those legally entitled to work were hired. We didn't have one illegal immigrant on the job, Trump said often. Hypocrite. See, ladies and gentlemen, you can tell a Trump supporter anything and they will believe him. You can tell them anything. Anything that comes out of his mouth, they will believe it. But throughout his campaign and his administration, Ms. Morales, 45, has been reporting for work at Trump's golf course in Bedminster, where she is still on the payroll. An employee of the golf course drives her and a group of other work every day. So they got somebody that's driving all these undocumented workers to the New Jersey location of his golf course every single day. Because it is known that they cannot legally obtain driver's licenses. So this woman only got 2 years of education. And that's why I'm telling you, when they say immigrants are going to make up for the loss in the population, they won't. Many of these immigrants never got past elementary school. Okay, they never got past elementary school. When these immigrants come to America, you are not getting the cream of the crop. You're getting the bottom of the barrel. Those are the kind of people coming here. Okay, so she only had 2 years of education, and when she came to America, she could not speak English. Ms. Morales has had an unusual window into one of the president's favorite retreats. She has cleaned the president's villa while he watched television nearby. She stood on the sidelines when potential cabinet members were brought in for interviews, and when the White House Chief of Staff, John Kelly, arrived to confer with the president. I never imagined as an immigrant from the countryside of Guatemala that I would see such important people up close. But Ms. Morales said she has been hurt by the president's public comments since he became president, including equating Latin American immigrants as violent criminals. It was that, she said, along with abusive comments from a supervisor at work about her intelligence and immigration status, that made her feel that she could no longer keep silent. We are tired of the abuse, the insults, the way he talks about us when we know that we are here helping him make money, she said. We sweat it out to attend to his every need and have to put up with his humiliation. So here she is. This is the second woman, undocumented, Sandra Diaz. And undocumented when she worked at the golf course between 2010 and 2013. Wow. Miss Morales and Miss Diaz approached the New York Times, though their New Jersey lawyer, Annabelle Romero, who is representing them on immigration matters, Miss Morales said that she understood she could be fired or deported as a result of coming forward, though she has applied for protection under the asylum laws. She is also exploring a lawsuit claiming workplace abuse and discrimination. In separate hour-long interviews in Spanish, Ms. Morales and Ms. Diaz provided detailed accounts of their work at the club and their interactions with management, including Mr. Trump. Both women described the president as demanding but kind, sometimes offering hefty tips. He knew these people were illegal. All of these rich people know these folks are illegal and undocumented. And every now and then they get caught and it comes out in the media. And Trump is not the only one. There's been many before him. While they are often unclear on precise dates of when events occurred, they appear to recollect key events and conversations with precision. Ms. Morales has had dealings with Mr. Trump that goes back years, and her husband has confirmed that she would, on occasion, come home jubilant because the club owner had paid her compliment or bestowed on her $50 or sometimes a $100 tip. To assert that she was in fact an employee at the club, the Times reviewed Miss Morales' pay stubs and W-2s, which list the golf club, the golf course, her as employer. So she has proof, to show that she was working there undocumented. She also made available her individual taxpayer identification, a 9-digit number that is issued by the IRS to foreigners to enable them to file taxes without being a permanent citizen to the United States. Having a number does not confer eligibility to work. The Times also examined the documents Ms. Morales presented as proof that she worked that she was entitled to work, a permanent resident card or green card, and a Social Security card, both of which she said she purchased from someone in New Jersey who produced counterfeit documents for immigrants. The Times ran Ms. Morales' purported Social Security number through several public record data, and none produced a match, which is often an indication that the number is not valid. The number on the back of the green card that Ms. Morales had on file at the golf course does not correspond with the format numbers used on most legitimate resident cards. For example, it includes initials that do not match those of any immigration service centers that issue the cards. Ms. Diaz produced similar documents, though since she has gained legal residence and she has issued a genuine Social Security card and green card. The Trump organization, which owns the golf course, did not comment specifically on Morales or Diaz. We have tens of thousands of employees across the properties and have very strict hiring practices, Amanda Miller. Well, she's going to say whatever she has to say on the behalf of Trump. So I'm just dismissing that. Okay. This is the golf course in Bedminster, New Jersey. Actually, I have driven past his golf club before. I know exactly where it is. Okay. That Morales appeared able to secure employment with what she said were fake documents is not surprising. An estimated 8 million undocumented immigrants are in the labor force. And it is an open secret that many businesses, especially in the service sector, hire them, and they will continue to hire them. All of the ones that bust through the border this time around, they're going to all get hired. All of them are going to get hired. You know, all of these business owners and these elite and these people that are wealthy, they're going to hire them. And they always have hired them. That's the reason why they're never going to stop coming to this country and they're never going to stop being accepted. You got too many people in the business sector that will gladly grab these people up when they cross the border. And as long as you don't do nothing about that, of course they're going to keep coming. You won't do nothing about the business owners. You won't do nothing to them. So what do you expect? Okay, so it's not shocking that they have false documents or taken, even stolen people's identity. I've even heard that over the years. Because falsifying these documents is so easy. E-Verify, which is required in 22 states, goes the extra step of checking them against records kept by the Social Security Administration and the Department of Homeland Security. The federal list posted online of employers who use E-Verify system includes Mr. Trump's golf club in North Carolina, a state that requires it, but the Bedminster Club in New Jersey, where it is not required under the law and does not appear on the list. And it doesn't matter. Obviously, it don't matter if he got E-Verify. These women are letting you know he got undocumented worker doing a variety of jobs at his resorts with E-Verify in place. During his campaign, Mr. Trump called for expanding the program to workplaces around the country. So far, that has not happened. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Trump is a fucking hypocrite. And all of you people following him after finding out he got all these undocumented workers at all of his resources, and you still want to look the other way and support him, you get exactly what you're looking for. Played. So, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.